Hello, Cancer, and welcome to January 2024. Hello, Cancer, and welcome to 2024. This will be a Tarotscope for Cancer for January 2024. I'd just like to welcome you to my channel, or if you've been here before, welcome back. I'm going to light a candle here and get right into the reading. I have pre-shuffled the deck for Cancer, and so I'm just going to cut it a few times to finish the shuffle, and let's see what comes up. So your opening card, Cancer, is Nine of Wands in reverse. Nine of Wands, this is really interesting. Nine of Wands usually means the survivor card, someone who's kind of looking over their shoulder to see what's going to come at them next. And usually has survived a lot of battles on their own. In the Rider-Waite, it's a picture of someone who's got their head bandaged. But with the Nine of Wands in reverse, it tells me that you're giving up going it alone. You're not looking for the next thing that's coming at you anymore. It's telling me that you've established some confidence by feeling like you're either receiving support or you've hit your groove, or there's something where you may feel like a survivor of some sort. That's what opens, maybe you survived 2023 and that's enough. But that's what's coming up for you at the start of January. Then we have Five of Wands in reverse, which is a similar vibe. It means that problems and difficulties are going away. They're dissolving. Five of Wands can sometimes mean petty grievances, like parking tickets, red tape, little things that hold us up, little barriers and blockages in life. And you're noticing these things dissolve away. Both of these cards together in the reverse tell me that there's a sense of ease that is available to you at the beginning of January, because Nine of Wands in the upright is like the survivor card, someone who's been through a lot of trials and tribulations. And Five of Wands is like the trials and tribulations themselves. So with both of these cards in the reverse, it says that feeling of like surviving and having to do everything by yourself is going away. And so are the struggles and, again, trials and tribulations. I'm just getting a sense of ease and confidence as maybe you're a survivor and your biggest problems are behind you as January opens. Let's see what else comes up. Four of Swords in the upright. Four of Swords, this is a time of rest and relaxation for you, or there may be a time of rest coming up for you soon. What I'm getting with these first three cards is that your problems are behind you. You've survived it. You've climbed the battle. You've survived the battle, you've climbed the mountain, it's downhill from here, and now you may have a time to rest and just catch your breath as January 2024 opens. And then I see Page of Swords. Yeah, it's time to speak your truth, Cancer. Page of Swords is someone who stands on the mountaintop and declares the truth of what they see. So it's saying, this is my perspective, this is how I see things, this is what I declare, this is what I think, this is my opinion about it. It usually means some kind of communication, some kind of declaration. It's young energy, but it always reminds me of like a very politicized 20-year-old or college student who has strong opinions and like petitions and just says things like they are, talks about what they really believe, and isn't afraid to show it with the rest of the world. So what I see is like, as the problems are behind you, and maybe you get a chance to catch your breath and rest with this Four of Swords in the upright, that you're coming to a place where you know what your truth is, and you're not afraid to speak about it and share your truth and like what you went through. It may actually help others when you communicate something. Sometimes when I see this scroll, I see it as publication, which pages are often about communication of some sort, words and thoughts. You may want to share your story of having been through whatever you've just gone through, Cancer. Then I see Three of Coins. I also see that publication of that could bring wealth and riches. Three of Coins is often a card of working together, community-based things. in the Rider-Waite, it's a building that's being built by the three people that are represented in the card, which is the architect, the actual builder, and the client, the person who the building is being built for. So it's cooperative effort. And because it's a coins card, it means that money comes, wealth, assets, possessions comes from this effort. So if you were, for example, to share your truth about something that you've endured and publish it, you may get a nice financial reward from that. Alternatively, Three of Coins can mean multiple streams of income. So maybe there's something that you're working on with a group that brings you wealth. It could be that some project at work that you're doing cooperatively turns out to be beneficial, especially financially beneficial if you work for a company. But I'm seeing that your words and your truth, especially in any sort of publication or blog or anything having to do with sharing it with an audience, brings wealth, brings especially, and also unification, bringing people together in a very positive way. Next thing I see is Devil. Devil is a card usually about, it can go either in the high side. It talks about passions, things that we are just get completely absorbed by, like sometimes even obsessed with, like things that consume us. Or some on the low side, it can feel like restriction, powerlessness, or addiction, believing in things that are not true. So Devil is usually a card of something in our midst that is deceiving us, something that we give ourselves over to and lose our power to. There may be something in the middle of the month that presents a challenge to you. Like for some of you, this may be when your resolutions become a little bit shaky. If you're trying to establish new patterns and boundaries in January, middle of the month might be when Devil shows up and says, just have that thing, just do that thing, just get that thing, whatever it is that you're trying to change. If that is true for you, Devil may be presenting you with some temptation there here in the middle of the month. Alternately, it could be passion around a project that you're working on, a creative project. Threes are also creative numbers. So this could be like the total involvement and immersion in this project where it's just taking all of your attention and you're completely obsessed with it in a good way. That's another possibility for Devil energy. Ace of Coins in the reverse, also mid-month. This says you might be having trouble getting something off the ground. If you have a new idea, a new project, a new coins effort, a new seed that you're planting. This usually has to do with a new lifestyle, receiving a gift. This could be actually, funny enough, with Devil, not getting something that you want, but it turns out to be a blessing. That's actually kind of funny. The other thing that I see is that it could be that you have an idea for writing something or a collaborative project, but you're having trouble getting started. Maybe because you're getting distracted by other things. Like Devil energy could be watching TV or just playing video games when what you really want to do is start this new endeavor that's going to bring you money. So just some warnings about the middle of the month. There might be something that is just sort of testing your strength in the middle of the month, and it affects you making a new start, or it's challenging your new start here. Then I see King of Cups. This is a card of someone who is a master of their emotions. King of Cups is like the king of someone who's a master of the heart. This is someone who communicates effectively, compassionately, who considers others' feelings. This could be a water sign, so it could be a Pisces, Scorpio, or it could be you, Cancer, feeling like you have come to a level of mastery. You're feeling like at the top of your game, especially when it comes to your relationships and your emotions. So for some of you, it may mean taking on the responsibility and leadership within a partnership. And it could also mean taking something to the next level with a level of seriousness that the court cards bring with them. So even though there's something that's you're having a hard time beginning with, here in the middle of the month, you also feel very emotionally stable and strong is what I see, if that represents you. If not, this could be like a counselor, a person who helps counsel you about your emotions. It could be another water sign or someone with that level of emotional mastery that's here in your midst as a helpful guide. They could also be related to getting over this hump. Like if there's any addictions that you're struggling with, whether it's related to food, sex, gambling, shopping, anything can be an addiction. This may be someone who helps you make this new start that's coming through sort of difficultly. Here's yet another 3 card, and this is 3 of Cups in the reverse. When I see 3 of Cups in the reverse, sometimes I read this as the party's over, because 3 of Cups usually means celebration. It's parties, it's food and wine and drink and revelry and song and, all the things that we associate with holidays, parties and fun and laughter and social things getting together. When it's in the reverse, sometimes I read that as the party's over. Or again, some kind of indulgence may be getting the better of you, Cancer. Is there a habit that you want to kick in January, or that you're having a hard time kicking in January? Or some of you quitting smoking or drinking or social media or video games or anything that you reach for? That might be a sign of that, the 3 of Cups. Also, sometimes 3 of Cups can represent idle gossip, negative gossip. I call that the peanut gallery. Like sometimes if it's, for example, on social media, people who are posting negative comments, that would be 3 of Cups in reverse energy. So I'm seeing 3s here. Usually 3s are about creativity, about fun, about collaboration. They're very social cards. And towards the end of the month, you might not be feeling as social. You might be feeling like, okay, I need to get serious now. Also with the King of Wands, again, that serious feeling is coming in, especially as it relates to your emotions. 9 of Cups in reverse. This is a delay of something that you want. This is a dream that is deferred or delayed. 9 of Cups in the upright represents satisfaction, wish fulfillment. And in the reverse, it's either saying there's a delay to that happening, somehow this devil is getting in the way, or the 3 of Cups there's something perhaps in the environment that is preventing you from getting what you want as at the time that you want it. And 9 of Cups in reverse can also mean there is something that you're struggling with. Again, also this can also mean overindulgence. So that seems to be a theme here. Devil, 9 of Cups, 3 of Cups. All 3 of these can represent cards of overindulgence, and they're surrounding this 3 of Coins. So is there some sort of habit that you have, Cancer, that is affecting your ability to collaborate with others? That's a question that comes up for me when I see these sort of surrounding this card. It's just a theme that's coming up for you. And then I see Page of Cups in reverse. Page of Cups, just like this Page of Swords, which has to do with thoughts and ideas in the mental realm, Page of Cups has to do with the emotional realm. And usually Page of Cups is I want this so badly. This is what makes my heart leap. This is what makes me joyful. It reminds me of like puppy love and infatuation, things that make our hearts sing, things like song and poetry, things where we're communicating things that are on our heart, or someone's communicating their heart messages to us. So it could be a time of writing poetry. It could be a time of writing songs that mean a lot to you, or listening to those types of songs or music. With Page of Cups, there's some sort of emotional component to it. And in the reverse, it's saying that is blocked or delayed. So lots of Cups energy here towards the end of January. What is it that's on your heart, Pisces? Not Pisces. Sorry, I just did Pisces. Cancer. What's on your heart, Cancer? What is it that you would like to communicate? Because there seems to be a block, and the person who you can ask about this is showing up here in your support. That's either yourself or another water sign like Pisces It could be that. Or Scorpio. You might want to ask another water sign what's going on if you're struggling with your emotions at the end of the month, especially as it affects some new project or creative project that you're trying to kick off, or any financial concerns. What else do we have? 6 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's some struggle. I'm not sure what this struggle is related to, Cancer. It's here. 6 of Wands is a card of victory and triumph. It's a card of high status. Things come, you getting recognized for what you have done and the efforts you've put through. But in the reverse, it almost says that you don't believe it, or you don't know that it's here. And what I'm getting is that it's related to maybe second guessing yourself, not communicating your emotions, not feeling like you can get what it is that you want or wish or desire. And I just feel like there's something about your emotions that feels blocked, and that's kind of blocking your success and victory too. So what that also tells me is that if you take a page from King of Cups energy and share what's on your heart, that all of these turn around. You're able to communicate effectively, say what's on your heart. You get the wish fulfillment. You get the collaboration, the fun, like everything becomes easy when you're sharing instead of keeping it bottled up. And that's also where you get your victory and success. So Cancer, I encourage you during January, especially towards the end of the month, to share what's on your heart, to share your emotions with others. Be open to the emotions from others. That's the lesson that King of Cups has to offer. And if there's someone in your midst who is like a counselor, as a trusted friend, especially if they are a fellow water sign like Scorpio or Pisces, that might be a good person to talk to, especially as it relates to getting some project off the ground. If there's habits that you're struggling with, or that seem to be preventing you from doing any collaborative work, I think the beginning of the month may be a time of ease for you, or getting clearer on what you want to say or communicate to others. And it seems like you've gotten through a lot of difficult things. Like the hardest part is in the past, and it's in the rear view mirror. You've been through a lot that you're willing to like walk away from. And then there's more success coming up for you if you're willing to embrace it, if you're willing to share that heart energy. So thank you, Cancer, for tuning in. I welcome you to this new year, and as always, yours in the stars.